When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas State's offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep him upright.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorns! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And it's up and no good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Dobbs. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
There he goes. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. to the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up second down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Makes the grab over the middle. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Pettis. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Longhorns offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got his man quickly. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's a seam wide, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Dobbs. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulled and fired complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff to the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Peters. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Past the 40. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. A first down for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. second down coming up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air, it's Mendoza. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Kansas State pushing the pace. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Working that left side now. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. That's caught. It's busted. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a second and long.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 21 over Rutgers. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Right on the money. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab. It's Wilcox. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
To the ground, he's got it again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Snap it to the back.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
And the Longhorns are on the move. After the run, now the throw. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Wilcox.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Might as well give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. On to attempt the try. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a gap. It's Dobbs. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Leaves it with the running back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Using the quick game. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The run from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Peters. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Across the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. To the air, it's Mendoza. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Makes the grab on the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's gained. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed on the outside. It's Dobbs. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Let's go. The play action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defense.
Looking for the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working the middle. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
37, Kansas State, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Dobbs. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took